Hi YouTube, my name is Megan and I'm a twin mom. I watched a lot of these videos when I was pregnant and I didn't find what I was looking for. I felt like they were either really outdated or cumbersome. So I'm bringing to you my minimalist twin must-haves. This is not sponsored, this is not affiliate, this is just to help people out. Okay, so we'll jump right in. Let's start with sleep. First and foremost, we don't use a crib, we use a travel crib. We have 2 of them. Our babies sleep in the same room in their own beds. We have the Baby Bjorn travel crib, but if I had to do it over, I think I would probably get the Newton Baby travel crib and their sheets as well. We use MAM pacifiers and the ROM portable sound machine, which we love. We have 3 of them. One of them is going on 4 years old. It's still trucking. Yeah, those things are great. It doesn't cut out when the power goes out, which is probably every mom's worst nightmare. And I can take it on the go, super easy. It has a battery life of I think 8 hours, so I just unplug it and take it with us. It's super loud, works great, love that thing. Other than that, blackout curtains and a sleep sack. When they were really little, we used Love to Dream dupe swaddles. Right now they're in Woolino's sleep sacks, which are great. They're 2 months to 2 years. They're super pricey though. If I had to do it over, maybe I would go with a Kite Baby sleep sack. Those look really good too. And yeah, I think that's it for sleep. For feeding, in the beginning, I exclusively breastfed, and I didn't really use anything special for that. I had a Spectra S pump, S1, S2, the blue one, that I used as needed. And that's kind of all I used for breastfeeding. I tried out a breastfeeding pillow and I didn't like it. I tried the My Breast Friend. Tandem feeding just wasn't for us. I always fed one-on-one. If I had to do it over, maybe I would have gotten the Twinsy and tried that. Oh well. After that, we moved on to exclusively pumping for one baby and Dr. Brown's bottles. And then later on switched to formula, and then both babies were on Dr. Brown's bottles. My biggest piece of advice is just to start with Dr. Brown's bottles. We spent a lot of money on different bottles and ultimately ended up at the tried and true. So I don't know why I darted around that. I wish I'd just gone with that from the beginning. And I'd say the other 2 things would be a bottle warmer. We have tried the Dr. Brown's one, which makes the collar of the bottle really hot. It did heat up the bottle fairly quickly, so that was nice. And then the other one we tried is Tommy Tippy, and I do not recommend that one. It is so slow. Oh my gosh, it's terrible. I could boil water and warm up the bottle faster that way. And then a Munchkin drying rack. I think it's like $10 or something at Target, super cheap. And then pouch toppers and a high chair. I love pouch toppers. Those are lifesavers, really contain the mess pretty well. And then a high chair, I would go with the cheapest high chair you can find, because those things get nasty and then you can just toss it out when you're done. The IKEA ones stack, so for twins you could do some space saving that way. Yeah, I think that's it for feeding. I mean, we used cloth diapers, like a 10-pack of Gerber cloth diapers as burp cloths in the beginning, but I don't think there was really anything else for feeding that we used. Okay, for on the go, we use a Bumble Ride Indie Twin. We also have the single from my oldest daughter, and that's the only stroller we have. It's newborn to probably age 4 or 5, and it's great. On our Bumble Ride, we have a Bumble Ride parent pack, and we used the adapters for our Nuna Pippa car seats. We like the Nuna Pippa car seats for the Dream Drape. We live in the South, and it's a lot cooler to use the Dream Drape than it is a car seat cover. So yeah, that's pretty much all I used on the go. We have a Jujubee diaper bag that I got years ago with my first child. And that was a little bit small for the twins. I had a discontinued one. It's, I think, Jujube Be Prepared or something like that. It's not available anymore. But Jujube does make other diaper bags that definitely would have worked for the twins, much bigger ones that I probably should have gotten, but I just didn't. I ended up using a caddy in the trunk of the car with all of the twin stuff in it. I just changed them in the trunk instead of carrying around a diaper bag. And then actually for what car we have, that I feel like I get asked that all the time. We have a Ford Expedition Max, and wow, it is definitely a family hauler. There's nothing that car cannot do. I would highly recommend following the account, The Car Mom, if you're in the market for a new car because you're having twins. She's great. And I think that's it for on the go. I wish we had purchased a portable bottle warmer or portable water warmer, something to just make on the go bottles easier. When I was breastfeeding, it wasn't a problem, but it became a problem later. Okay, diapering. We use the Kikaroo Peanut. I've used it for all 3 of my kids. I love that thing. Wipes down super easy. I'd say the only complaint I have is that it gets fairly cold in the winter because it's kind of plasticky. So I put a cover on it in the winter just so there's no fussing during diaper changes. And then other than that, we use water wipes, Pamper Swaddlers, and diaper cream, usually just for the nighttime diaper. And then yeah, that's pretty much it for diapering. We don't have like a wipes container or any fancy stuff for that. For hygiene, we used the Angel Care bath seat. It fit in my sink so I could wash them standing up, no back pain. I washed them one at a time for safety so that I could keep a hand on them at all times. We used the Think Baby shampoo, just run-of-the-mill nail clippers, the cheapest ones you can find. Honestly, your little tiny adult ones, if you have those, work great. I'm trying to think. Oogie Bear Booger Picker, love that thing. It's so much better than Nose Frida. Nose Frida is better for snot, but my kids don't really get snotty. They get like the crusty boogers, so I really like the Oogie Bear Booger Picker. There's also an off-brand one that's probably a little bit cheaper. I would go with that one. And then let's see, we have a thermometer, Tylenol, keep that on hand. And that's kind of it. Gas drops, we used gas drops. We had one baby that was particularly gassy. Constipation medicine, we've struggled with constipation a bit, so we keep that on hand as well. For baby stations, we just had a Baby Bjorn bouncer and I think the cheapest baby swing you can find. And that was really all we needed. We just had one of each. We didn't have any loungers or anything like that. We had a playmat, and that was pretty much it in terms of entertainment. I kept it very minimal, very simple. I didn't want a whole lot of things cluttering up the house and taking up a lot of space. And really, those things were phased out by 6 months. After that, they just started playing with the toys we already had for our oldest daughter. We didn't really do baby toys. I'd say maybe get like 1 or 2 teethers per child. I wouldn't get too expensive with baby toys. I don't think it's a good use of money. And then other than that, I think the only thing I had for myself that I really liked was the Frida mom washer. I did have a vaginal delivery and that was quite nice to have. I had some nursing tops and things like that, and nursing bras. Those were nice to have. I could have gone without it, to be totally honest. Target has pretty affordable options for those things if that's something that you do want. And then I think that's it. We really have been very simple with the things that we have purchased. I mean, maybe there's a few things here and there, little things that I'm forgetting, but we're not fussy. So best of luck to you. I hope that your first year goes well. We just celebrated their first birthday and we're done. So I'm super glad that I can recap this for everybody and I hope it helps. Bye.